What's up, everybody? TonyPizzaGuy here, back again with another video, and today's going to be an awesome one because we're going to be talking about WWE 2K19 and going forward into the future because there's been a lot of talk here. There's a lot of these speculation videos, and I actually have one in right here that I want to talk about. But before we get into it, I want to go ahead and just thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more daily content on the channel, make sure you come on over here on youtube.com/TonyPizzaGuy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that like button if you enjoy this, like I said, and let's get right into this. Like I said, we've seen a lot of speculation videos. There's a lot of people out there saying, well, this needs to happen in WWE 2K19. This needs to happen in 2K19. This needs to change. This needs to go down. Well, the one that I always see coming up is General Manager Mode, GM Mode. It was a favorite, right? It was a favorite of the staple of the WWE games. That was for sure one of the top modes that I always see suggested every year is like, hey, can we get a GM mode? Can we get that in the game? It was so much fun. Let's make it. Let's do it again. It'll be fun. We can run a show. Our friend can run another show. We can go against computers. How can we make it happen? And yeah, do I think that should be in the game? Yes and no. So I don't think, honestly, I don't think that they should have a full general manager mode in WWE 2K19, but I do think that they could add elements from general manager mode into universe mode. So universe mode has been their main sort of like managing your superstars, finding champions, doing shows, creating stuff. And I think that's really fun. And I think that's kind of where they shifted. They shifted GM mode over to universe mode to have it sort of like more of a flow to recreate shows, create your own shows, do your own universe, and have everything play out with cutscenes and all that fun stuff. You can book matches, you can have promos, you can have pay-per-views, you can customize the arenas, all that fun stuff. I think that's really cool. So with general manager mode, I think they should take elements from the old GM mode and just some other general manager stuff to add to universe mode that would make it really, 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 really fun. Now, first off, when you get into the game, with the general manager mode, we're going to call it universe mode because we're not going to do a full-on general manager mode. But with the universe mode, I think you should, before you even start it, like when you're setting up your show brands, I think you should be able to pick a general manager that runs the show. Whether this is actually going to be affecting the show or not, it's just another character to add to the game. So whether you want it to be an active roster, whether you want it to be past general managers from old Raw vs. SmackDown in real life, or if you want to have current stuff going on, like a Page, Kurt Angle, that kind of stuff, you could do that as well. Like I said, the GM would run the show, and that's kind of how you would go. You know, you'd pick your general manager. Okay, this is the person that's going to be running my show, and then going forward, you can use them in this universe mode. Now, the first thing you're probably wondering is, would they do a draft? I think the draft was really fun. I think it's really awesome. I think for sure you should be able to pick your roster. But a draft, I think, again, is more fun. Just a more fun aspect of the game is drafting your characters, going head-to-head with different brands, Raw, SmackDown, decide what you want to do, who you want on your roster. You got a certain amount of money, that kind of stuff, and you try to do that. That's one of those things that I think would be cool. What I do think is that if you don't do that, you should just have a pick of your characters there. You should just pick your roster with your general manager, and there you go. Again, like I said, the draft is more fun. You don't really have a draft in modern day WWE. There's no back and forth, you know, paying for superstars, deciding how it works. In television landscape of the WWE, that's not a thing that goes down. But I do think video game wise, it would be more fun for you to do that. So what I would do is, like, again, I'd start off with, you pick your general manager, then I'd go to your draft. Each wrestler would have a contract. So obviously you get to decide how much you want them. Is it like 1 month, 3 to 6 months, 6 months to a year longer, you can pay them. And then, like I said, each wrestler would be paid a certain amount of money, and each show gets a certain amount of money to spend. That's how the general manager mode worked. So I would do that with this universe mode. I would just equate a money aspect into universe mode. So you have a certain amount of money you use, and however you want to spend that going forward is up to you. You have to negotiate talent contracts and all that stuff. I don't think each match should have a currency added to it where, like, each match that you book, you have to pay for it. But I do think there should be advertising slots, kind of like the promo slots that they currently have. Currently, you can just have a promo slot be on there. But I would change those promo slots to have, you know, the advertisements. So you could have an advertisement, like a commercial play. So let's say you set up a universe mode. Even integrate sponsors, right? Totino's they had before for a sponsor, or like just anybody that they want to have for this. You know, Cricket Wireless was one. So let's say Cricket Wireless, right? They actually put a commercial in the game. You could play it while you're playing Universe Mode. You'll see that commercial in the game. It pays for the game, and that's the way, you know, I like that. I like that idea. So they could do that. So I'm also with those promo slots, those empty slots where you could advertise promo, I would actually let that be used by the general manager as well. So if you want to like start the show with your GM coming out, whether you want him to announce a match, cut a promo based off the next pay-per-view, there's many options with Universe Mode that you could do where you could say, oh, I want to announce this match, I want to hype this match, I want to do that. So with the general manager, he'd come out and he'd talk, hey, tonight we got Kurt Angle versus The Rock. These are just two names I pull off the top of my head. So we have them facing in our main event tonight. It's going to be awesome. Then say like Kurt Angle will get interrupted by The Rock, and then not Kurt Angle, your general manager, whoever it may be, gets interrupted by The Rock. The Rock comes out, boom, cuts his promo, and then sets us up for the main event. That's how I would go with that. So there's that. And that's how I would do that. So basically, I'd keep it all the same with Universe Mode, except each match would, you know, like each show would get a set amount of money. You want to earn more money as you progress along, and you put on better shows, you get more money. That's kind of the thing that I would do. And then also, like right now in Universe Mode, each match gets like a star rating. That's a thing. And then superstars go up and down in the rankings, which I really do like. But I do think that each wrestler should be happy, like good or angry. Basically, like they're content with what they're at. They're very happy, or they're kind of upset and they want to kind of reposition themselves on the card. So if they're kind of a guy that's not really doing anything on your Universe Mode, they'll be kind of angry, and you kind of want to say, oh, maybe I'll focus on this guy one week and this guy not for the Universe Mode. So there's kind of things there, and you can obviously right now in Universe Mode you can set different goals for those superstars, so they can do different things, and I think that those goals will help with their kind of happy, content, or angry kind of thing. So like I said, with the overall show, as you get through the show, each show will get that rating. I think every show deserves a final rating. There should be a ratings board here to compete with Raw and SmackDown kind of thing. So each Universe Mode, you can go into a separate menu and see the ratings there. I don't think that there should be an overall like winner for this Universe Mode general manager, because that's not the main thing here. But obviously you just want to put on a better show. You want to have a good show, because it's never really going to end, because Universe Mode is continuing forever and ever and ever and ever. Honestly, I would just have the ratings be a thing that you can look at, and that's cool, and you can see it, and you can see what's happening. You could see, you know, like even what the YouTube videos are doing, right? Oh, well, we had you know, Kurt Angle versus The Rock, like we said, was one of the matches for the main event. Well, the clips on YouTube did really good, and you get more money that way. So that's kind of a thing. You know, like you could post this video on YouTube afterwards. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing. Again, like I said, the overall show will get money you can use for next week, and then you just have more advertising, more slots, more stuff like that again. So the money aspect definitely needs to be worked here. When I'm thinking about this right now, I'm like, what would you really use the money for? Obviously, you got to worry about the contracts with the wrestlers. When their contracts come up, they can go to other brands. There can be trades as things go on. Certain times of the year, there'd obviously be trades with the superstars and stuff like that. But basically, you're taking Universe Mode. What I would do, right, is I would take Universe Mode. I would add these general manager aspects, right? Put the general manager out there. Maybe do a draft. Have the general manager run the show. Slots for the general manager to cut promos, stuff like that. Putting contracts on wrestlers, so they have a certain amount of time that they work for your brand. You have to pay them a certain amount of money, and you have to keep them happy on your brand. And if they're not happy, they might decide, you know what, I kind of want to go to the other show. And it's up to you if you want to let them go or you don't want to let them go. So I honestly think that doing a general manager aspect to Universe Mode would be really, really awesome. I think that if you wanted to have an off button for general manager and just play it like the old Universe Mode, that would be cool. Or if you just kind of want to have unlimited money with that and not worry about the money, you could tweak that. Because I think you should still be able to have it where a Universe Mode, you can just play it out as a Universe Mode. But I also think that adding like a general manager would make some cool aspects. So obviously, you know, you could still leave the general manager options on. Like, as you know, with Universe Mode, you can just keep playing and the things will go on, and you could do auto trades and auto stuff. So I would make it like that, where you could have that option for the general manager stuff, where you could say, okay, So I want to pick my general manager. I want to run the show. I want to make sure the show's going good. I want to make sure the wrestler's getting paid and everyone's happy and all that fun stuff. So you make your pay-per-views, you make your arenas, you do all that, you manage the money, you have some drafts if you want, and I think adding those aspects to the WWE Universe mode would make it just so much more fun. So I don't think we need a full-on general manager mode. I think that kind of is outdated as a concept, but I think if you, again, you add some of those general manager mode aspects to Universe mode, I think it'll be a lot happy. And then being able to tweak it on or off. Do you want general manager on or off? You know what? I just kind of want to play with the wrestlers and all that, so I'll kind of just keep general manager mode on autopilot, right? Autopilot general manager and just do your stuff and you can go through that. So I think that's really fun. I think that would be a cool idea. And I think, you know what? That could be something that would make Universe mode even more better. I think Universe mode is fine the way it is. There's improvements to it always, but I think it's okay the way it is. But I think adding this little bit of a touch to it would make it so much better. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave you with today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys do enjoy this, make sure you smash that like button. Let me know what you think. If you have any other suggestions of yourselves for general manager mode, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. As always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy, and we'll see you in another video.